welcome back to another video and welcome back to my channel. So today guys, we're going to do a seated Pilates workout. So this workout is ideal for those of you that struggle to get down onto your mat or struggle to get back up again, or both. So it is going to be a seated workout with a couple of standing exercises thrown in there, but with the support of the chair. So we are going to be fully supported throughout the entire workout. So guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, then do come on over and check out what we get up to over there. My Instagram handle is ailesha.trulypilates. I'll pop the details up on screen somewhere. I post workout videos, both fitness and Pilates there, 3 to 4 times a week. So do come on over and get involved in what we get up to over there. So all you're going to need today is a band, or if you don't have a band, then grab a dressing gown cord. Either works perfectly fine. So if you go ahead and grab those now, and then we'll cut to the intro and we'll get started into the video. Alright guys, we're going to start off seated onto our chair. Now we don't need our bands or our cord just yet, so just pop that down where you can easily grab it. We're going to start off seated, so we want to be perched on the chair. Although it's quite nice to sit back and have a cup of tea, it's kind of not what we're doing today. So we want to be perched up onto the chair. You want to feel that your feet can ground you, so you want to feel that your feet are flat down into the mat or into the floor. If they're not, then grab yourself a block or a big book or something that you can firmly get your feet down and connect down into. So we're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. We're finding that height, that length, the pelvis is vertical and the spine is lengthened all the way up. Now we're going to come into some arm circles. So we're going to spiral the arms open. Breathing in, we're drawing the arms wide and up to the ceiling. From there, we're going to press the hands together. We're pulling down. We're lifting up through your heart and through your chest and releasing off. Spiraling open, breathing in as we draw wide and up. Press the hands together, pulling down, lifting your heart and your chest. And again, spiraling open, breathing in to draw wide and up. Press the hands together, pulling down, lifting your heart and your chest. And then one more, guys, spiraling open, breathing in as we draw wide and up. Press the hands together, pulling down, lifting your heart, your chest, and then releasing the arms down. We're going to come to some shoulder rolls from there. So we're going to lift the shoulders up, breath out, rolling the shoulders back and down. And again, breathing in to lift, exhaling, rolling back and through. And again, lifting up, rolling back and down. And one more, breathing in to lift. And then rolling back and down. Now keep the shoulders down. We're going to come over into our neck stretch. So we're just tilting your ear to your shoulder. Should be feeling that stretch down at the side of the neck there. Hold it here for a breath in. And then breathing out. And again, breathing in. Now as you breathe out, we're going to press the opposite hand away and we're pushing through the heel of the hand to deepen the stretch. And always get a stretch all the way down the arm. And then one more, breathing in. And releasing the eye line and over to the other side. So ear to shoulder, holding it here, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling out, breathing in. And then pressing the opposite hand away as we breathe out. And one more. Inhaling and releasing the eye line off. All right, we're going to bring that through then into a few side bends. So we're going to breathe in. We're lifting one arm up to the ceiling. Now reach up out of the waist as we reach over and through and holding on to the chair leg just to keep you supported. Think about pushing your left foot into the floor. Pause, lifting up and lowering back down. Inhale, lift lifting up through the other arm. Exhaling as we lift over and pressing the opposite foot down into the floor. Pause and then lifting up and lowering down. Breath in as we lift. Lift up out the waist as we reach over and pressing that opposite side down into the floor. Pause, lifting up and lowering down. One more, breathing into lift. Reaching up and over, pressing that opposite foot down. Pause, lifting up and lowering back down. All right, we're going to bring that through into a spine stretch forwards from there. So we want to imagine now that we've got a wall behind us. So we're stacking our spine and our head up against that wall. Now from here, we're going to breathe in. Now soften your chin towards your chest. You're going to peel yourself away from your wall. So bone by bone. Now pulling those abdominals in so you're not letting yourself completely collapse down. We can trace the fingertips down forwards through the front of the legs. Now pause here. Take a deep breath into the back of the rib cage. And then we're breathing out. We're restacking all the way through the spine, shoulders down, and returning the head. And again, we're breathing in here, softening your chin down. Exhaling, soften the ribs, pull those tummy muscles in as we roll, bone by bone by bone. Take that deep breath into the back of the ribs, and then we're restacking all the way through the spine, shoulders down, and returning the head. We've got two more. Breathing in, softening your chin down. Breathing out, pull those abdominals in, peeling yourself away from your imaginary wall, bone by bone. Take that deep breath into the back of the rib cage. Exhaling, we're rebuilding the spine like building blocks or one vertebra on top of the other. Shoulders down, returning the head, and then one more, guys. Breathing in, softening your chin down. Exhaling as we roll, bone by bone, tracing your fingertips forwards. Take that deep breath into the back of the ribs, and then restacking from your tail. Shoulders drawing down and returning the head. So now keeping that height and that length through the spine, we're going to come into some foot or knee hovers. So we're going to breathe in, abdominals are pulling in, keep that height as we lift one foot off the mat. Now we're checking we haven't collapsed down, we're keeping that length. Place the foot down as you breathe in. Now stand onto that foot as we then lift the opposite leg away. Breathing in to lower, step onto that foot as we lift. Inhaling, stepping onto that foot as we breathe out to lift the opposite leg away. Breathing in to lower, keep pulling those tummy muscles in. Exhaling as we lift. Inhaling to lower, and again lifting, keeping that height. Breathing in to lower, one more each leg. Breathing out to lift. Inhaling, and then last one, lifting away, and then releasing back down. All right, now that's our little prep for our band leg press. So we're going to grab our band or your dressing gown cord, and you're going to pop it around the ball of one foot, and then we're going to have a hold on to it. Now finding that height, that length, the shoulders drawing down. So we're going to breathe in, stand onto the foot that hasn't got the band in, and then we're going to float that opposite knee up. So the band is supporting us here. You may be able to go slightly higher, but remember to keep that height, so don't let yourself collapse. Breathing in. Now we're going to push through the heel of the foot as we press the leg away. Breathing into bend, breathing out as we press. Breathing into bend, and again pressing out. Good. Inhale, bend, and two more, pressing away and bending, and one more, pressing out, bending in. Now we're going to have a little look at the foot position. So we're going to turn the foot and the knee out. So we're coming into a little bit of what we call lateral rotation, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to push the leg out, keep squeezing almost through those inner thighs, breathing in to bend, push through the heel, keep that turn out, and bending in, and again, pressing away. So just working the leg through all the areas within the hip socket, so getting as much mobility and strength as we can. We've got 2 more, pushing out, breathing in, and then last one, pressing away. Bending in. Now we're going to go the opposite way. So we're going to roll the knee in. Feels a little bit awkward, and turn the toe in as well. So the toe always follows the movement of the knee. And then pushing away, we're rolling the leg bone in. Breathing into bend. Breath out as we press, clonk, and bending in. Clicks and clonks are okay, generally, as long as they're not painful. Pushing out. Breathing into bend, and again pressing away. Bending in. Let's go for another 2. So pushing out, breathing in, and then last one, pressing away. Bending in and then coming back to parallel before we pop the foot down. All right, let's go for the other side. So we're going to pop the opposite foot into your band. Again, finding that height. Now transfer your weight into your non-banded foot as we then lift the leg away. Shoulders back and down, finding that height. Now we're starting parallel. We're going to breathe out to push out. So foot, knee and hip all in a nice alignment. Bending in and then pressing away. Yes, that is your foot, Aleisha. Breathing in to bend. Exhaling to press. Keep that height through the spine. Breathing in and again pressing away and bending. And 2 more, guys. Breathing out to press. Breathing in and 1 more. Pushing away and bending in. Now we're going to go into a turn out. So let the knee open out. And then same thing, push away, breathing into bend, and then press. Good, breathing into bend, exhaling to press out, and bending in, and again pushing out, and breathing into bend. We've got 2 more, push away. Good, bending, and last one, pressing away. Breathing into bend. Now roll the knee all the way in. Again, a little bit more of an awkward position. Pushing out. So we're spiraling the leg bone within the hip socket. Breathing into bend. And again, pushing out, keeping that height. Breathing into bend. It's really easy to collapse the back down. So really keep that height. And again, pressing out. Breathing into bend. We've got 2 more. Pushing out. And bending. And last one, press away, bending in, come back to parallel, and then placing the foot back down. All right, we can pop your band to one side or your dressing gown cord to one side, and we're going to come into a few standing exercises now. So we'll have a stand. Now, I tend to just move that around so that I can just use that for a little bit of support, and we're going to find that height and that length. Now, feet are hip distance apart and nice and parallel through the legs, finding that height. Now, we're going to go for a flex foot. We're going to breathe in. We're going to kick forwards, 1 and 2. Now, we're going to point the toes. So we draw the leg back and behind you just slightly, softening the ribs, pull those tummy muscles in. Now, draw the leg through, flexing, inhale, 1 and 2. Breath out as we point, lengthening the leg bone back. Maybe use that chair for balance if you need to. Flexing, inhale, 1, 2. Breath out as we point, lengthening the leg bone back. And again, flexing, 1 and 2. Exhaling to point, lengthen back, 1 more. Flex the foot and kick, 1, 2. Breath out to point, lengthening the leg bone back and releasing back down. All right, we're going to do the other leg, so you can turn yourselves around or you can just do the other leg. I'm going to turn around though. So finding that height, feet hip distance apart and nice and parallel, lengthening up. So we're going to breathe in, kick forwards, 1, 2. Breath out now, pointing the toes, lengthening the leg bone back, softening the ribs, pull those tummy muscles in. Flexing, inhale, 1, 2. Breath out to point, lengthening the leg bone back. And again, flexing, 1, 2. Breath out as we point, lengthening away, and again flexing. Inhale, 1, 2, breath out to point, lengthening back. We've got 2 more, flex. Inhale, 1, 2, breath out to point, lengthening back. 1 more, flexing. 1, 2, breath out to point, lengthening the leg bone back, and then returning back from there. All right, we're going to have a walk around now, so we can hold on to the back of the chair for, again, that little bit of balance. Feet are in that hip distance apart, finding that height and that length. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to come into a little squat. So we're bending the knees are tracking directly over the toes, and then stretch the legs. We're going to rise, we're going to breathe in, rising up onto the toes, exhaling to lower. Breathe in to bend, exhaling, stretch, inhale, rise, exhaling to lower. Breathing into bend, sliding yourself down that imaginary wall. Breath out to stretch, and rising through the big toe side of each foot, and lower. We've got 2 more, breathe into bend, breath out, stretch, inhale, rise, and lower, and 1 more, bending, and stretch, breathe in, rise, and then lowering the heels down. All right, we want to turn the chair around now so you can get both feet onto the main sitting part of the chair. So, feet are underneath the hips and the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Now from here, we're going to come into some little push-ups. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to take it into some tricep ones. So the elbows are going to brush past the ribs, and then breathing out to press. Breathing in as we bend, breath out, pressing away. Breathing in to bend, exhaling to press. And again, bending, so you're taking your weight forwards into your arms and pushing away. Inhale, bend, keeping that neutral spine. Breath out to press. We're going to go for another 2. Breathing into bend. Breath out as we press. 1 more, please. Bending in. And then pressing away. All right, we're going to stay in this position. We're going to do 1 more exercise. We're going to come into a little cat stretch. So, again, the feet are underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders. Shoulders are sliding down. We're breathing in. Now, we're sending the tailbone down. We're curling up through the spine, pushing into the hands. Allow the head to drop, and we're trying to get that nice curl through the spine. Pause. Then as we breathe out, we're going to lengthen from your tail, sliding your shoulders down and returning the head. And again, we're breathing in to prepare. Exhaling, we're sending the tailbone down, curling up through the spine, pushing into the hands, dropping the head heavy, pause, and then lengthening out from your tail, sliding those shoulders down, and returning the head. We've got 2 more. Breathing in, exhaling, sending the tailbone down, curling up through the spine. Pull the belly button back up to the spine, dropping the head, pause, and lengthening from your tail, sliding those shoulders down, and returning the head, and then 1 more. Breathing in, exhaling, sending the tailbone down, curling up through the spine, dropping your head and sitting back, pause, and lengthening from your tail, sliding those shoulders down and returning the head. Brilliant. All right, have a little sit back onto your chair, guys. I think you deserve a little bit of a rest and a little bit of a cup of tea, actually, after that. So I really hope that you enjoyed that workout, guys. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any further workouts. All right, everyone, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care.